All right, what's up, KICKHOUSE family? My name is Coach Mike. I am here to bring you a 30-minute kickboxing workout. It's going to be shadowboxing style. So we are going to start off with a 3-minute warm-up of basic bodyweight exercises. Nothing crazy. We're going to move for time, so 30 seconds each, just to get the blood pumping, the muscles warm, and the joints loosened up before we get our gloves on and start striking. All right, so we're going to start off with squats. I'm going to demo these exercises first so we know what to expect, and then we're going to get into it. So squats first, your feet are going to be shoulder width apart. You're going to use what we call a hip hinge, so you're going to hinge your hips out, right, from the side. So you're not just going to drop straight down. That brings my knees over my toes, so I want to save my knees. I'm going to stick my hips out. I'm going to come down as low as I can, chest up, back straight. I'm going to come right back up. So that's our squat. Next up is going to be mountain climbers. We're going to be in that palm plank position, back straight, stomach tight. Shoulders are going to be right over your hands, where your arm makes a nice straight line. So if they're angled out a little bit, I want you to go ahead and pull them back in. Knees are going to come up to the chest. Your knees should only be about 1 inch off that mat. So if you're here, try to bring those hips down and drive them straight up. Next up, we have our push-ups, right? There's a few ways you can do these. So from here, regular tricep push-ups, palms flat on the ground, fingers out wide, arms straight. Feet are going to be shoulder width apart, matching your hands. You're going to come down, elbows in, straight back up. Not letting your hips come up, not letting your hips dip. There's also doing them on your knees here like this to modify, keeping your toes on the ground. You're coming down, straight back up. When you do that, you're going to let the thigh touch the ground. All right, so try not to do them here. Straight back, hips and back, move at the same time. There's also one more I can have you do, which is a hand release push-up. So you're going to start from the top. You're going to let your body go down and release your hands, place them back, press back up. Those are the 3 variations that we can work with. Like I said, we are going for time, so reps are not going to really matter. Next up, we have sit-ups. You can either do them straight leg or bent leg. So bent leg here, straight leg here. You're going to sit up, exhale, straight back down. Last 2 are going to be isometric holds. So the first one's going to be a hollow hold. You can place your hands under your hips and lower back for stability. Legs are going to be straight, and you're just going to hold it. Feet should only be about a couple inches off that ground, so try not to have them too far up. Last but not least, we're going to hold one of my favorites, which is an elbow plank. Forearms are going to be on the ground. Feet are going to be shoulder width, back straight, stomach tight. And you're just going to hold it, looking straight down at the ground below you. So we're going to run that 30 seconds each. That's our 3-minute warm-up. Then we're going to get our gloves on. All right, so starting off with those squats. 3, 2, 1, feet shoulder width. Sit those hips back, down and up. You're going to inhale down, exhale up. Keeping your chest up, back straight, stomach tight. Keeping the weight in your heels and making sure that your knees do not go past your toes. Keeping your head forward. We want a neutral core and a stiff spine throughout the entire thing. We're going to walk into those mountain climbers in 2, 1. Get down to that palm plank. You're going to go mountain climbers, driving those knees up the middle. You're going at your own pace. This is just a warm-up to get the body moving. Controlling your breathing on this one. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Got about 10 seconds left before we transition nice and smooth into those push-ups. 3, 2, 1. All right, from here, palms flat. We had those 3 variations that we went through. So down and up. Stomach tight, back straight. Keeping those elbows in. Try not to let them flare out. Big inhale down, exhale up. Pushing through the ground. 5 seconds. We're gonna go into those sit-ups. 3, 2, flip it over. You have straight leg or bent leg. Either way, we're gonna come all the way up. Exhale, slow and controlled on the way down. It's really easy to let your body flop down. So control it on the way down. A little bit more core engagement. Exhale up, let all the air out. Inhale. Got about 8 seconds before we go into that hollow hold. Do one more sit-up. All right, hands go under the hips, under the lower back. Legs are straight. Your feet, head, and shoulders are gonna be off the ground. You're squeezing that stomach, pulling your belly button towards your lower back to keep that core engaged and to keep the pressure off the lower back. Just hold it. Pace your breathing through these holds. Inhale, 2 to 3 seconds in, exhale out. Keep holding, you got 3, 2, flip it over for your last 30 seconds. We're in that elbow plank. Keep your feet shoulder width. If you want a little bit extra of a challenge, you can keep your feet together for a little less stability. Keep your stomach nice and tight. Engage your core the whole time. If you feel your hips come up or dip down, just try to straighten it out. Keep holding, breathe it out. You got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, catch your breath. So for the kickboxing portion of this, the shadowboxing, you can do this workout either with or without your gloves. So with your gloves adds a little bit of weight. You can do this barehanded as well. So if you don't have gloves, it's all good, you can still do it. So we have jab cross, hook cross today, progressive style. So your left leg is gonna be in front, right leg in back for orthodox stance, hands up. That first hand, whatever foot is in front, that's that jab. So you're gonna go jab, jab cross, hook, keep it a head hook, jab cross, hook cross. We're starting with one punch and we're adding one on till we get to that final 4 combination. Hands up, we got jab, jab cross, hook, jab cross, hook, cross. After every time you're done throwing a punch, that hand comes back to your face to protect. If you have the room to, you can move around a little bit, work your angles, don't stay in the same spot for too long. If you have the room to move around, stay nice and loose, nice and relaxed, not too tense, right? Especially for round 1, we wanna let it flow, fluidity. Jab, jab cross, hook, jab cross, hook, cross. Don't worry about too much speed, just work on making it flow, get comfortable with it. On your jabs and crosses, full extension, palm down on that hook. Your thumb's gonna come up and you're coming around, pivoting on that same foot. Thumb up like you're holding a cup of coffee. Here, jab, jab cross, hook, jab cross, hook cross, jab, jab cross, full extension, pivot on that hook, hook, cross. All right, let's switch it over to southpaw, which is right leg in front, left leg in back. Remember that jab now changes because the different leg is in front. Jab, jab cross, hook, jab cross, hook cross. Work those feet and that pivot. Jab, jab cross, hook, jab cross, hook cross. We pivot our feet to allow our hips to move. The power and fluidity comes from the hips. So if you're limiting your hip mobility, you're limiting your strikes. Jab cross, hook, cross. Bring those hands back every time, move around if you can. Every time you throw a strike, I want you to exhale. Don't hold your breath. Once you throw that strike, connect one exhale per strike. And move. Whatever sound comes out, it's all good. I just want you to exhale with every strike. That's just as important as how we're actually striking. We got 10 seconds left in this round, and we're gonna hit 30 seconds of conditioning, and you have 30 seconds of rest so I can explain what we're doing next. One more, go until that last bell. We're dropping down for flutter kicks. You can either do them hands and gloves under your hips for extra support, or you can have them up and squeezing your lower back to the mat. Legs stay straight. Flutter those kicks. Keep them straight, working the lower abs and core now. You only have about 10 seconds left to work those abs. Breathe your way through it, squeeze that stomach. You got 3, 2, 1. All right, come on up. We're gonna add a teep kick or a front kick in between now each of these strikes. We are gonna go opposite. So if I end on this punch, it's an opposite front kick. If I end on this punch, It's that opposite side teep kick, right? I'm gonna do the whole thing with you. When you're throwing your teep kick, knee's gonna come up, you're gonna extend out, so you're making your body nice and long. From the side, extend out. This is pushing somebody away and creating distance. Lean back, extend those hips. Same side arm swings for balance and momentum, opposite stays up to protect. All right, orthodox stance, left foot in front, right foot in back, hands up. We have jab, teep, and back. Control those strikes. Jab, cross, teep, control it. Jab, cross, hook, teep. Jab, cross, hook, cross, teep. Always working that opposite, alternating left to right or right to left. Jab, teep, jab, cross. Exhale every single strike. And try to move around. Footwork and breathing is just as important as how and when we're striking. Good. Again, don't worry about too much speed. Just worry about making it flow. One strike, smooth into the next strike. Try not to leave any time interruption in between each. The more you lean back, the more you engage your core, but the more distance you have, you're out of the way of someone trying to strike you. 10 seconds left in orthodox. All right, take a big deep breath, switch that stance, right leg in front for southpaw, and we're going with those front kicks in between. So jab, teep kick, jab, cross, teep, jab, cross, hook, kick, jab, cross, hook, cross, and kick. Working that alternating sides. Jab, kick, jab, cross. Control those kicks. Keeping most of your weight on the base leg, the one that's not kicking, is gonna help you when you're throwing your kick. It makes your leg that you're kicking with a little bit lighter, and it's keeping you stabilized. Go as slow as you need to, and take your time with these techniques. Try to get those kicks about stomach level, using your own height as reference. When I'm throwing a teep kick, I wanna hit somebody right here and push them back. Jab, kick, jab, cross. Keep that breathing under control. Jab, kick, swing that same side arm. Opposite one stays up. Jab, cross, hook, kick, jab, cross, hook, cross, kick. Try to work those levels. Punches stay face level. Kick goes straight to the stomach. Keep going. All right, we're gonna drop it down to that palm plank. We're gonna hold it here. This is your active rest. All right, so from here, you're squeezing your stomach, back stays straight, and active rest means control your breathing. Bring your breathing back down. If you're out of breath a little bit, bring your heart rate back down, and squeeze that stomach. Just keep holding it there. About 5 seconds, 3, 2, and time. All right, stand it up. We're gonna go into an elbow. We're gonna work our downward slashing elbow. So we're gonna work that now in between each of these progressive punches. Again, we're working opposite left to right. So it's gonna go jab, downward slashing elbow, keep it nice and tight, tucking that hand to the opposite side of your chest, allowing that ball point of your elbow to be exposed, keeping your opposite hand up to protect your face. So we're starting off in that orthodox stance, left leg in front, right leg in back. You have here, hands up, jab, downward elbow. I'm still pivoting on that back foot to close some distance and to get a little bit of power with my hips. So jab, elbow, jab, cross, opposite side elbow, jab, cross, hook, elbow, jab, cross, hook, cross, opposite side elbow, hands up, move around, ignore those bells, keep going, jab, elbow, jab, cross, opposite elbow, jab, cross, hook, elbow, jab, cross, hook, cross, opposite side elbow. With that lead hand elbow, you can even step a little bit if you want to close a little bit of distance and come back. Jab, elbow, jab, cross, breathing under control. As soon as it's done, it's coming right back to your face. 5 seconds, we're switching over to southpaw. All right, take a second, catch your breath, right foot in front now. Southpaw stance, working that same thing. So jab, opposite elbow. Jab, cross, opposite elbow. Stay light on your feet, let them pivot to let your hips move to add a little bit more of that power. Snap the elbow and snap it back. Jab, elbow, jab, cross, elbow, opposite side, jab, cross, hook, elbow, jab, cross, hook, cross, and elbow. You can even step a little bit, like I said. I like to step a little and move forward with my lead hand elbow. Jab, elbow, jab, cross, step elbow, snap it down, snap it back. Jab, cross, hook, elbow, jab, cross, hook, cross, last one, elbow. All right, we're gonna take it down to a squat hold. So use that hip hinge, stick your hips back, chest up, back straight, stomach is tight. You're gonna keep the weight in your heels, making sure your knees are not past your toes. From the side view, here, keep that back straight, just gonna hold it. You only have about 10 seconds left. I know it burns, but it's supposed to. It's not supposed to be easy. 3, 2, and rest. All right, shake out those legs. Shake out those hip flexors. You can do hip circles. So from here, we're gonna add in a knee, right? One of my favorite strikes. So it's gonna come off that rear leg. So if I'm ending on this punch, that rear leg knee, that rear side knee, if I need to throw it with this one after my cross, I have to switch to make it my rear, then throw it, reset my feet back to the stance it's supposed to be in. You have 5 seconds to catch your breath. We're a left leg in front, orthodox stance, hands are up. So working that same jab, cross, hook, cross progression with that knee in between. So jab, knee. When you throw your knee, same side arm swings out to create some distance and block as you lean back, coming stomach level, opposite hand stays up. Jab, cross, switch your feet, opposite side knee, reset that leg back in front. Jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch, knee. Keeping one hand up by your face, opposite side swings out. Take that angle, move around a little bit if you can. Jab, knee, jab, cross, switch, knee. Reset that foot every time. Jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch, knee. Even when your shoulders start to get tired, try to keep those punches face level and bringing them back to your face every time. Jab, knee, jab, cross, switch, knee, jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch for that knee. Try to make that switch nice and smooth. It's not a big hop, it's just a simple shuffle of the feet. Nice glide, just to make that front leg the back leg. Jab, knee, jab, cross, switch, knee. Make sure you're exhaling every single time. Jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch for that knee. Jab, all right, switch it over to southpaw. Right leg in front, same thing. Jab, rear knee, jab, cross, switch for that knee. Reset that foot back in front. Jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch for that knee. Keep that breathing under control. Exhale every single strike. So, again, whatever noise comes out is what comes out. As long as you're exhaling, ideally you want to exhale from your diaphragm, not the back of your throat. That makes a big difference in your breathing being controlled and you not getting too gassed out. Jab, knee, jab, cross, switch, knee, jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, smooth switch, just glide those feet, reset it back in front. Move around a little bit, jab, knee, jab, cross, shuffle those feet, drive that knee, lean back and extend your hips forward, jab, cross, hook, knee, jab, cross, hook, cross, switch those feet, drive that knee, Take as much time as you need to reset your stance. Stance is the foundation. If your stance is flawed, your combination is gonna be a little bit flawed. So take your time. Jab, cross, hook, knee. Work on the fluidity of your combo. Forget speed for now, we'll get to that. Just make it flow, make it smooth. Switch, knee, one more, jab, cross, hook, knee. All right, this time we're in our elbow plank. So drop it down into your elbow plank. You're gonna hold it here. From here, you're gonna go hip dips. So you're coming up and over like there's a beach ball or a medicine ball underneath you. Up, drive down, up, slowly bring your hips down. If you can get your hips to touch the ground on each side, try to get it to touch. Slow and controlled. 3, 2, and all right. It's hot. Catch your breath. We're gonna take the front kick or the teep kick, the elbow and the knee, and we're gonna add it all into one combination. So we practiced each of them single, we're gonna add them all in. So this time we're gonna go same jab, cross, hook, cross progression. We're gonna add a teep kick, a knee, and an elbow all in one. So jab, teep kick. You're gonna, from there, there's a few ways you can do it. The way we're gonna do it here is just to make it smooth. So you might be going a little bit forward and a little bit back, but always take a second to slide back and reset. So it's gonna go jab, teep kick, drop it down, knee, drop it down for your elbow. So you're gonna be moving forward a little bit. So take a second and be aware of your surroundings so you're not knocking into anything. Jab, cross, teep, drop it down, knee, drop it down, and come with that downward slashing elbow. Always reset your stance back to that orthodox while we're in orthodox. Then we have jab, cross, hook, teep, drop it, knee, drop it, and come for that elbow as you're moving forward and closing distance. Jab, cross, hook, cross, teep, knee, elbow, reset, and come back a little bit. Jab, teep, step forward, knee, step forward and drive your elbow up and down for the downward slashing. Jab, cross, teep, drop it, knee, drop it, elbow. Make sure you're keeping your technique as crisp as you can. Now that we're adding a couple of different strikes, I want you not to get too crazy with your technique as far as letting it get sloppy. Try to keep it sharp. Jab, cross, hook, cross, take your time, teep, drop it, knee, drop it, elbow, and reset. Jab, teep, drop, knee, drop into that elbow. Jab, cross. All right, switch that stance. Right leg in front for southpaw. Make sure you have room. Jab, teep kick, drop it, knee, drop into that elbow, and reset. Resetting and sliding back is also gonna help you with your footwork because you're now not staying in the same spot. You are progressing forward. Jab, cross, teep, extend your hips all the way, make your body long. Same thing with the knee, drop it into that elbow. Keep those hands up, keep those exhales with every strike. Jab, cross, hook, teep, drop, knee, drop, elbow, reset. Jab, cross, hook, cross, teep, drop, knee, drop, elbow. Notice how we're still working left to right, right to left. Jab, teep, drop, knee, working those alternating sides. Hands up, jab, cross, teep, drop, knee, and come down with that elbow. Exhale every single time. Check those hands. If those hands are down here, try to be mindful of them and just pick them up to protect your face. Jab, cross, hook, teep, drop, knee. Keep it all on the center line. All right, try not to go off to the side with your knees or front kicks. You want everything center line. Jab, cross, hook, cross, teep down the center, knee down the center, elbow down the center. We got 10 seconds left. Jab, teep, knee, elbow, reset. Jab, cross, teep, knee, elbow. All right, we are down for one set of push-ups. Right, so we're here. Any variation that we went through before is gonna come down and up. Choose whatever variation that we went over with. Take your time. Not as many push-ups as you can do, just being able to go full range of motion for the entire duration of the time we're doing push-ups. Straight back up, down. 3, 2, and time. All right, catch your breath. We are gonna be going into a power round, right? Or quote unquote power round. So we're gonna move our strikes away from the progression for a minute, and we're gonna go into shorter combinations. So now what we wanna really work on for this is power in engaging the muscles, right? Since we're not actually striking anything, I want you to pretend that you are striking something, because it's gonna be more of an explosive movement. So our first round, we have 3 separate rounds, 1 minute apiece, right? So we are gonna switch our stance halfway through. I'll cue you when to switch. So we're gonna be doing 30 seconds in orthodox, 30 seconds in southpaw, then moving on, right? So first round up is cross, hook, cross. Now we were working on fluidity and flow just before. Now I wanna keep that fluidity and flow, but I want you to use the muscle engagement to snap those punches back, right? Control it so you don't hyperextend anything. Control out, control back. So first round, we have cross, hook, cross. So left leg is in front, orthodox stance, hands up. Cross off that back, pivoting. Hook off the lead, pivoting. Cross off the back, pivoting one more time. So cross, hook, cross. So I'm exploding my punches using different muscles, but I'm controlling them at the same time. Big exhales with every single one. Reset. Follow through with your punches. Don't stop them halfway. Switch that stance, right leg in front, opposite cross, hook, cross. Reset. Pivot those feet to get that hip mobility in. Keep them face level. Move around if you can. Snap them out, snap them back. Control every one, 5 seconds. All right, switch it back to left leg in front, orthodox stance. This time we're going alternating hooks. So we're here, lead hook, rear hook, reset. Lead hook, rear hook, reset. Pivoting your feet allows your hips to be mobile. When you limit your hip mobility, you're limiting the amount of power your strikes are capable of having. So pivot those feet, work those hips, keep those hooks head level. Follow through, switch that stance. Southpaw, hook, hook. Lead hand first, keep the hands up, hook, hook. After your hook, comes right back to your face. Back, back. Keep that elbow up, thumb up. Take as much time as you need to reset in between each one. We're working a little bit of power now, so we're not speeding through it. Keep going, 2 more. Hook, hook. Last one, we're gonna go alternating knees. So knee, drop it, switch, knee, drop. After your knee, you're bringing it back, so it's the rear leg, forcing you to have to switch and work that footwork. Switch, knee, switch, knee, switch. Same hand swings out, opposite hand comes up. If you wanna just step to bring it to your rear, that's fine. If you wanna work a little bit extra fancy footwork, do the quick switch. And as soon as you switch, then throw your knee right away. We're not gonna switch stances here because we're alternating, so it doesn't really matter. Knee, drop it, switch, knee, drop, knee, switch, knee. Make sure you're exhaling, bring those hips up, knee, switch, knee. Hips are coming up and forward, driving that knee, snapping and extending your upper body back. Keep going. All right, last but not least, we have our speed round. We're going burnout round. So first up, orthodox stance, we're going jab cross. That's it, nice and simple, jab cross. This is for speed, so I want you to come up off that back heel, get those punches all the way out and all the way back to your face. You can move around a little bit, but speed this time. You're working the muscle at a different angle when you're going for speed and endurance. You got 5 seconds left. Then we're switching to alternating teep kicks. All right, we got alternating 1, drop, 2. Still leaning back. Even in a speed round, technique is priority number 1. Speed's gonna be priority number 2. Extend those hips forward, lean back. I know it's the last few minutes of the workout. You might be tired, you might be sweaty. I know I am. But when you burn through pain and fatigue, you get a little better, a little stronger. From here, we have 10 hooks, and we're gonna hit a burpee at the end. 8, 9, 10. One burpee, either with a push-up or without. Switch your stance to southpaw. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One burpee, up, orthodox stance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Burpee, up. 10 more hooks. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Southpaw stance, right leg in front. We have jab cross. We're gonna do it all over again in southpaw. Control your breathing. Snap those punches. Find a good pace that works for you to where it's challenging. If you want to speed it up a little bit for an extra challenge, you can speed it up a little bit. If you have 10 seconds left, every time you fight through it, you get a little bit stronger mentally and physically. That should be the goal of every workout. Keep going. All right, back to those front kicks. You have 60 seconds of this workout left. Again, find a good pace for you. If you need to slow down a little bit, that's fine. If you need to work your technique a little bit more, that's fine, but it is a speed round, so we want to go a little bit faster than we were going for the rest of the rounds. As soon as one kick drops, the other one goes out. All right, get your mind right. Last 30 seconds, 10 hooks, one burpee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One burpee, either with or without a push-up. Southpaw stance, 10 hooks. One burpee, orthodox stance. Come on, you got 10 seconds of this workout left. Give me one more set and one more burpee. Last one, I'm finishing it with you. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Last one, and rest. Take your gloves off. We're gonna do a small cool down stretch. I was hoping that one landed like the last one. All right, so we're gonna come down, feet wide. Drop it all the way down, as low as you can. At this depth, I want you to try to go as low as you can to where there's no pressure on your legs. You shouldn't really feel any burning on your legs. Drop down, this is gonna open up the hip flexors. So palms together, elbows on the inside of your knees, and you're gonna come here. Lower them down, press your palms together. I don't know if your hip flexors are as tight as mine, but you should start to feel it from here. I felt it before I even did this, because mine are really tight. If you need to go a little bit further into it, if you're super flexible, palms can go on the mat or the ground and lean forward into that stretch. That'll open up those hip flexors even more. 5 seconds left here. Just hold it, control your breathing, and rest. Drop those knees. You're gonna go into a runner's lunge, so front foot here. Make sure your knees are right over your toes or a little bit behind. You're gonna pick that back leg up, both hands on the floor on the inside of your leg, and you're going to keep that back leg off the ground, but you're gonna drive your hips to the ground. You'll feel a stretch in those hip flexors for that as well. Should feel it on both sides, but the back leg is gonna feel it a little bit more. All right, drop that knee. Back knee drops, front leg straightens. You're gonna reach down to those toes. Stretch out the hamstring. The back of your leg is that hamstring, so this is where you should feel it. You might feel it a little in your lower back too from throwing kicks and knees. It can sometimes fatigue your lower back a little bit. That's normal because your lower back is still part of your core, so you'll feel it there. Smooth switch, other leg in front. Drop those hands down to the inside of that opposite leg. Pick that leg up. Drive that hip towards the ground. Hold it here. Go as deep into the stretch as you need to. Don't ever force it. Once you feel that stretch, stop and hold it there. Don't ever force that stretch lower than it should go. A few more seconds. All right, drop that back knee. Straighten that front leg. Reach down to those toes. Stretch out that hamstring. Hold it here. All right, last stretch. We're gonna hit our butterfly stretch. The bottoms of your feet are gonna be together. You're gonna pull your feet towards you, right? Elbows can push your knees down as much as they need to. Again, you're gonna open up those hip flexors with this one. If you're super flexible, you might have your legs on the ground. If you're not super flexible, then this is about where you'll feel it. Either way, you are opening up those hip flexors. The looser hip flexors you have, the more fluid strikes you'll have as far as kicks and knees. Last few seconds. And relax. All right, make sure you hydrate, replenish some electrolytes, towel yourself off. I know I'm about to. Excellent work today. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for doing the workout with me. I hope you got to sharpen some technique you already knew or learn some new technique. Either way, excellent work. Nicely done, and have a wonderful day.